My name is Joy Isa. At the Elevation Church, we like to answer simple questions that people have. Today, our question is how to discipline children. Now, the word discipline has been used in a negative sense over the years. Discipline simply refers to self-management, but so many people think the word is synonymous with punishment. Discipline means the ability to manage oneself, your emotions, your appetites, your body. And so, because children are young, because they've not been taught, it's often very difficult to get them to manage the behavior, the reactions, the appetites, and their emotions. So one of the things we need to understand is throw away the misconception that discipline is punishment and angry tones. Discipline is really teaching someone to manage themselves. There are two things as a parent you must have in mind. Focus on correcting the misbehavior and not just punishing it. Even the prisons are called correctional institutions, not punishment houses. So when you think of your children, think, what has this child done? What do I want the child to remember? What don't I want the child to repeat? When most people think of hitting their children, they do it in anger. It's impulsive. I remember my dad used to say, I won't hit you when I'm upset. Go to your room. Think about what you've done. And when you come back, we would have an agreement. This is what I did, and these are how many strokes I'm going to get. Now, it wasn't funny at that time, trust me. But I picked something up from his principle. Never hit your child when you're angry, because before you know it, you're throwing plates, even plantain, at your children. Trust me, I've seen it happen before. Some people think, oh, she's so cute. Don't do that. Just leave the child. You know what? It's never too early to teach your children to manage themselves. Remember, discipline is self-management. When an infant, a suckling child is sucking, and they bite, and they pinch, and they squirm, and they struggle, it's not a bad idea to speak to them about managing themselves. Now, some people think, oh, that's too harsh. It's because you're a teacher. Trust me, children pick up from your tone of voice. You don't have to hit. Every individual has to find the balance for themselves. The one thing I do not recommend is threats. There's no point threatening a child. I'll smack you, you won't have this, your PSP is going away, and then you don't follow through. Please do not threaten your children with things that you cannot deliver. Don't tell your child, I'll throw you out the window. That is verbal abuse because you won't throw the child out the window. If you deliberately or accidentally say, I will smack you if you do this, you better smack them if they do it. If you say you'll take away something as a consequence, then please follow through. I do recommend that you sit with your children and agree on consequences and rewards for being disciplined. Our focus should always be managing our behavior, correcting the misbehavior, and building self-discipline and self-management. You can even tell your children, you know what? I believe in you. I think you'll be amazing self-managers. Give them a badge, keep a chart, count points, and when they earn so many points, they have a fantastic reward. And then they lose points, of course, for crossing the lines. That way you can find a reasonable balance. Too many of us feel, I have to hit to correct. But the truth is you don't. You don't have to hit. After all, does God hit you when He wants to correct you? He speaks to you. So think about it. Well, it's been a fun few minutes chatting to you. I hope you've learned one or two things that you will use with your children. Please remember, discipline is not punishment. Discipline is self-management. Thank you.